me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're...
Today, we're going to be refreshing my pantry. Last time we conquered the middle cupboards. Today, we are going to be taking on the top. So I hope that we can sprinkle some of that same organizing magic there too. Be sure to keep your eye out because I do also have a Thrive Market haul coming for you today with a 40% off coupon off your first order in case you feel like checking it out. So stay tuned and let's get this pantry party started. I'm starting out in my canned food cupboard. I did clean it in my previous organization video, but with things always rotating and changing in this cupboard, I feel like it always needs a little extra love. I would like to eventually come back to this little area and change out the jars to match the ones with the bamboo lids and get a clear Lazy Susan for them. But that is a project for another day. Do you have goals where you chip away a little bit at a time too? I think it's great when you can do a total makeover from head to toe in a space, but that's not always practical with budgets, and sometimes you need to see how things work to decide what to do next. This is a bin I picked up from Ross to hold, I guess what you would call pre-made meals like macaroni, or in this case, Knorr pasta thingies. We don't eat them very often, and in my fantasy land, I would always have a pre-made meal at least in the freezer ready to go. But on a night that there's no time, they can really be a lifesaver. How do you feel about clear organization containers? I feel like people tend to feel strongly one way or another. They either love them or they hate them. I personally really like clear bins because it makes it easy for me to see what I have. But that being said, I'm weird about what kind of clear they are. I don't like it when the clear is opaque. It needs to be clear like glass, or if I'm really lucky, I find a bin that's clear but iridescent like a bubble. This bin is just like the one we used just a second ago, and it again came from Ross, but we're going to put ramen into this one. My family is super into ramen, but when you're putting them into the cupboard, they can get kind of chaotic, especially if they're not all the same kind. So I like to keep them in a bin, and I was using a gray basket, but I felt like my family wasn't really looking into it when they were hungry, kind of forgetting that they were there, so I'm glad I found the clear one.
It's been so long I can't remember your taste now. The weight of your touch. It's been so long I can't remember what it felt like to drown in your love. It's like I've been walking here for days, lost in the dance, so babe, I cannot forget you.
So I like to keep my shallots and garlic inside the cupboard because it's best to keep them in a cool, dark place, but I had them in an open basket for quite some time, and it was just making such a mess in all of my cupboards. So I switched it out to be a clear bin. Some things like the pecans and the hot cocoa, I ended up moving later on. Always remember, things don't have to be perfect at first, just keep tweaking them until they work best for you. About you, but I've noticed that sometimes decluttering can get a little bit overwhelming. So to tackle that, I decided to do this project gradually, which is going to result in you seeing several different clothes changes throughout this video. I basically just picked a area and tackled a little bit each night. And I felt like that was not only so helpful as to not get overwhelmed, it also made it a lot easier to fit this cleanup into my schedule, because sometimes it's hard to schedule in that time to just do a complete overhaul. Speaking of overhauls, these next two cupboards I'm working on were in serious need of them. I actually ended up switching the cupboards around, putting the noodles into the center, and bringing in some shelves from Walmart on the other side for the snack area. I would like to come back eventually and reorganize the noodles a little bit better, but I'm still working on my plan for that. I would like it to be known that I do not normally have a stock of candy quite like this. I ended up with a bunch of ring pops from Halloween, and shortly after filming this, I decided to just throw them out.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than...
I was kind of low-key mortified by all of the unhealthy snacks lurking in my cupboard, so I acted immediately. That night, I reactivated my Thrive Market account and ordered some guilt-free goodies that I could share with you guys. So after we go ahead and give a refresh to these middle cupboards that we've organized in a previous video, I am going to share a Thrive Market reveal with you guys, including lots of extra snacks. Because this area right here, the side of my pantry that holds all of my snacks, was still severely lacking not only in goodies but organization. So I've also got some new pieces that I'm going to show you, and hopefully by the time we're done, that area can have that same flow and loveliness as the rest. I have been so happy with the way that this was organized last time. The only changes I would make is I'd like to come in and change out the mason jar lids on my rices and different things like that to bamboo lids so that they all match all the other jars. You know how that brings me joy. And I'd also like to add scoops to each of these containers because they can be a little hard to get my measuring spoons inside. But like many things, I will do that another day. I can come up with more things than I can keep up with, honestly. And I will link any products I can in the description in case you'd like some for your own pantry.
Go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear, 'cause who cares if you might mess it up just...
If you're curious what kind of cleaner I'm using today, it's Lysol. I had been relentlessly trying to use up these 2 giant bottles I got during COVID. Shortly after this video was done, I happily finished them off, and I'm glad to give the space back in my cupboard. I prefer using Mrs. Meyer's concentrates for cleaning. I also like to use just vinegar and essential oils with like dish soap. But if I'm feeling like I'm gonna splurge on a fancy scent, I like to do Caldrea, or I really enjoy Brianna K's Cashmere and Cocoa Butter Cleaner. What's your favorite cleaner?
If you might mess it up, you're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up?
All right, it is time for that Thrive Market haul. Hey, wait, that can't be right. I ordered more than that. Let's try that again. Okay, that looks a little bit better. It's almost bigger than I am. Let's go ahead and open these babies up.
Shine, got pride, so I lost my place in the line to the house of shake, where I was hoping to find a babe, yeah.
Unfamiliar with Thrive Market, before I go too in depth on all of the goodies I picked up today, they are an online grocery store that has everything from goodies for your pets to groceries to household products. And they like to have a lot of different gluten-free options, as well as different allergies and organic options. And because I live in a small town, that's not something that's easily accessible to me all the time. So they're a place that I absolutely love to take part in. And they kind of have like a monthly or a yearly subscription that you pay. And once you do that, all of your orders over $59 are free to ship. They send you a free gift, and they just have a ton of different things that you can add to your home. Now, I do have a coupon code that I'm going to show on the screen, as well as link down in the description. So if you guys haven't tried out Thrive and you'd like to, you can get 40% off of your first order. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I am just a Thrive Market fan. I also love that for every annual subscription that is paid for, they put out an annual subscription for somebody in need that can't afford it. And I think that's pretty cool, especially with today when everything is going up in price and everybody is just looking out to make more and more cash. Having them do nice things like that, I think gives me a little bit more hope and makes me happier working with them. Anyways, let's get talking about what I picked up. All right, we're gonna start our haul out with the snacks because that's the thing that I picked up the most in this order. My cupboard was on empty and I'm so excited to be able to get it restocked. So one of the first snacks I want to show you is these roasted seaweed snacks. They're an absolute family favorite. I don't like them because I'm not into the texture, but it doesn't matter what flavor, they seem to really enjoy them. I also picked up some of these Good Crisp Company little chip packs. I love that they're gluten-free and non-GMO, but they're still kind of getting Pringles essentially, with less guilt. In addition to that, I got some of these Annie's organic bunnies. I love to have these for soups and just a random snack for when I'm hungry, but it's not quite time to eat. I got some of these Brainiac brain squeezers, and I got them in a fruit and veggie, which has apple, banana, carrot, apple, strawberry, spinach, and apple, blueberry, zucchini. And I also got the Brainiac brain squeezers and applesauce multi-pack with mega apple, apple, strawberry, and apple cinnamon. So those were on sale for like 50% off. So I wanted to give those a try. I haven't tried that brand before. I also picked up some of these kettle chips. Now, again, family favorite. They love the sea salt and vinegar as well as the jalapeno. I will eat these occasionally. I'm actually not a big potato chip fan. Random fact about me. I do love a corn chip though. I also picked up some of these Thrive Market veggie sticks. And these are just such a delicious way to have a quick snack, but still know that you're getting a little bit of that veggie content that you need. The last snack I wanted to show you right now is these Mates Caramelized Onion Cheese Crisps. These were something that I picked up for my husband to give a try to. We have not tried them previously in the past. So this is the next part of our haul, and I bet you're thinking, these still look like snacks to me. But they're not going to be going into our cupboard today. These are going to be set aside for our spring baskets. None of these are things we've tried before. They're just a little bit of extra treats just for fun. So I got my husband and daughter both one of these Zach's Mighty Rolled Tortilla Chips. I think these are a spin on Takis. I'm hoping they taste good because they are huge Taki fans. Now I do want to say these are a pretty small bag and they were about price reflective with the Takis at the store, but they feel really full in comparison to the ones at the store, which are largely just filled with air. Now, I also got some of these Smart Sweets, which I believe are an organic version of Sour Patch Kids, and these are for Hope. I also got some of these Lemon Bliss almonds for their basket. In addition to that, I picked up some of these dark chocolate peanut gems, and these are for me. I haven't tried these before, but Tiffany Beeston had these in one of her last haul orders, and looked really good, so I decided to give them a try. In addition to that, I got some of these Sour Giggles. Now these are going to go in my husband's basket. I'm pretty sure that these are supposed to be Sour Skittles. We'll see. When you go to make your Thrive order, most of the time they always have a free gift that they'd like to send with you. And there's always options. You can choose which one is the best option and gift for you. Today, this is what I chose. There was this Healthy Living Made Easy cookbook, and I'm excited to see what new things it has for me to try out with my family. I love a good cookbook, so this is pretty exciting for me. In addition to that, they sent me some creamy almond butter. I've actually not ever tried almond butter, so I'm also equally excited to check that out. Now this is why I chose this gift today. I've always wanted to try ghee, and this is a Himalayan pink salt ghee, and it's grass-fed, and it's kind of like a clarified butter, and it's just something that I've always wanted to try cooking with. The last item that came in this free gift was this jovial organic brown rice pasta. It's like a gluten-free fusilli, but I love that it's a brown rice pasta because so often now when you're looking for a gluten-free pasta, they're loving to add chickpeas to everything. And I am allergic, so it is awesome to me that they offered this brown rice pasta instead. All right, these are the last of the goodies that I picked up from Thrive today. I have got some canned pumpkin puree. This is so good for your dogs, and it's also great for if you want to make pumpkin bread or muffins, all different kinds of goodies. So I picked 2 of these up. And the best part about these, I can actually get these for the same price as non-organic pumpkin at my local grocery store. So absolute win here. In addition to that, I got these 7 Sunday. Please excuse my cats. They go crazy when they have all that packing to play with. So in addition, I have these 7 Sundays apple oat cereal, and I am a big fan of apple cinnamon Cheerios, but I haven't ever found an organic version that equates. So I'm really, really hoping that this is that thing that I've always been looking for. Fingers crossed. And speaking of cereals that I just love, I actually am a huge fan of these peanut butter panda puffs. They are a family favorite and a personal favorite. I cannot get enough of them, so obviously I got 2. In addition to that, I picked up some gum for my husband as well as some strawberry jelly. Now let's go ahead. I'm going to clean up the cupboard up above me so we can put away some of these snacks, and then we are going to do some more work in the cupboards and get everything put away. Oops, I almost forgot to show you. I picked up a thing of olive oil as well. I like to get this one from Thrive because it fills up my container twice. And because it's recyclable, I don't feel guilty about taking my olive oil directly from a glass bottle and putting it into my pretty glass bottle. So this is something that I always like to pick up when I make a Thrive order. Now I get to clean up the top of my witch cupboard so that we can put away some of these snacks. I really didn't like how it was working with the white baskets I had up here, so we're going to try something a little bit different. I do have some additional containers coming that look like the one that has the mini saltines in it, but unfortunately it didn't make it here in time for this video. And I also need to find a new home for my dehydrator, but I haven't figured that one out yet.
Love you better. I can watch you sinking down on the battleship. So come to 10, then again, Mississippi. You've been crying over him for a lifetime. So if you don't mind, we will dance till it's way past late. Another course that we can fly with the baseline. I know. Boys be boys, ain't no excuse, babe. Now hey you, oh hey you. I know you can find someone better. Oh hey you, oh hey you.
This basket had my pet goodies in it, and I decided to put it into 2 smaller baskets instead, one for the dogs and one for the cats. It was kind of hard to find things with the larger ones. Using different baskets obviously made fitting things on top of the witch cupboard a little bit more difficult, but I think once I get the new Tupperwares in and I find a new home for that dehydrator, it is going to be perfect up here. The extra items I picked up for the organization. I got 2 Lazy Susans and 2 more medium-sized bins. I really hope it helps this cupboard to feel like it has better flow and organization. And we're just going to give this cupboard some love, and then we're going to put away all the rest of these goodies.
Need to apologize. We went too far this time. Come a little closer. There's something I have to say. I love you and I hate you, and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby. Please don't walk away. I love you and I, yeah.
As you can see, I'm adding my nuts and the dried fruit on the top shelf with the Lazy Susans. And that is because it has always been my dream to have a little bit of a trail mix station, and I'm hoping that when it's a little better stocked, that's going to be its vibe.
It's way too easy to say stuff I never do. You know it's not how I feel, baby. So can we let this slide? Can't stand to see you cry. Come a little closer, there's something I have to say. I love you and I hate you and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby, please don't walk away. I love you and yeah. You got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know you'll do right by me, I'll do right by you. You got nothing to prove, oh baby, I know we got this. There's something I have to say. I love you and I hate you and I hope you feel the same. Come a little closer, baby, please don't walk away. I love you and you got nothing.
These snacks are headed to the fridge so they're cold and ready when we want them. Marks the end of today's video. I will make sure to put any linkable items in the description, and I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope that this brought you tons of motivation for your next homemaking project. Don't forget to let me know what you guys are working on and say hi down in the comments below. Anyways, until next time, I hope you have a magical day, my friends.